Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Tears of Joy, the only game show where all the right answers are your own opinion. I'm the Comic Foil, and I have a very special guest today. Definitely my favorite guest I've had on the show this far. Here with me in the studio tonight, we have somebody who has played the most game time on my Steam account. It's my wife, Allie.
It's true, and it's almost all in The Sims. But what's not is in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, Allie, can I show you something here, actually?
Oh, yeah.
I was double-checking if this is true.
It's true.
So here you'll see your playtime, 786.6 hours.
Yeah.
Which is triple the amount of time of the next most played game on here, which is also something you played.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then TF2.
Most I've played is TF2.
But that was starting in 2013.
Yeah.
So...
It's really because I play so many different games and you play one game a whole lot.
I really like to take a game and play it until I, hate it.
Yeah, so, I mean, hopefully you don't hate this game yet, because this is probably in the top 5 most played games. Today, we're going to talk about Stardew Valley.
I could never hate Stardew Valley.
The characters of Stardew Valley. A lot of colorful characters in Pelican Town?
Yep.
Pelican Town. It's not... Yeah, the town is in Stardew Valley. Pelican Town is located in Stardew Valley.
Which is in, I think it's like the Fern Gulf Republic or something like that?
Yeah.
It's the Fern something Republic.
There's lore. There's deep lore.
There's a war.
Yeah. Not with a... Zuzu City is the big city nearby.
It's the closest city.
Yeah.
And, no, they're at war with, I think, it's the Gatoro Empire.
Yeah. There's Yoba, the god. Yoba's not on here today. So here is our template here.
Wow.
As I've explained to everybody else, S is the highest, C is a complete middle of the road, F is complete garbo. I like there to be like a good middle point to work with.
Mm-hmm.
No limit to how many you can put in each category, except if they fill up the screen here, then that's no good.
Yeah.
And as I told Oscar, as I told Vivi, I'm here to facilitate the discussion and guide you through it, but this is ultimately your decision. The answers are whatever your own opinion are, so you get to decide how this order goes, and you suffer the consequences in the comments if people don't like it.
That's fair, and I didn't study, so... I hope I get the answers right.
You've been preparing your whole life for this.
Yeah.
So I've kind of... Here I have all the characters that actually have, that you can build familiarity with, that you can build hearts with, and I kind of tried to order them sort of like, I imagine like walking around the town and where you would find people's homes.
I'm seeing your vision.
Yeah. So, yeah, I figure you leave your town, or you leave your farm, you go past the bus stop, and the first building you can go into is the doctor's office, where we find Harvey. How do you feel about Harvey?
Harvey's a cutie. Harvey's a little sweetheart. I don't think I'm trying to think if I've ever actually married Harvey. If I have, it wasn't in like a long-term playthrough. I might have done a playthrough or two where I just married everybody. But, I mean, he's really sweet. I wish that he was a little bit more interesting. He has this thing where he like really likes aviation, but he's afraid of heights, and it's sweet, but it's also just kind of like, okay, I don't know. I wish there was a little bit more, because I feel like if he was a little bit different, I would be marrying him in like every playthrough, but he just doesn't do it for me like that. So I think I would put him in B. Like, he's good. There's nothing wrong with him. He's better than fine, because I think he's pretty sweet. You know, he's a doctor. He's the only
he's a
doctor in town. Maru is a nurse. She's got other stuff going on.
Yeah, I never spent an especially a lot of time around Harvey. He seems alright, but I never really get that into his foibles.
I really like all the things he likes. Like, two of his favorite things are coffee and pickles, and I totally fuck with that.
Yeah.
That's, you know, great taste. Two of my favorite things.
I think my biggest problem with Harvey is that he charges you for getting you up when you, like, collapse when you have an emergency in the mines, even if he's your husband.
Yeah, that's true. I have no defense for that, because otherwise I'm like, oh, he's got to make his money. Yeah, and you don't share funds, because he is one of the few spouses that has a job, and there is no shared funds.
It would be great to at least get a discount on revives.
Like, just give me the cost.
Yeah.
You know, what, you're charging me labor. Listen, man.
Where's the money going?
To be fair, I'm like over here running like a 5 million gold wine farm, and he's still working.
You don't really need the money.
Yeah, so, you know, I guess it depends on the way you play, but maybe I'll give him another chance. He's sweet. I just, you know, I can't go above a B.
Well, speaking of a lot of money and having a lot of money, maybe the most divisive character, and I mean that in, like, you kind of like him, but you kind of don't. Pierre, runner of the only general goods store, unless you want to sell out and go to Joja Mart.
Yeah, and, you know, he's better than Joja Mart. That's true. But, you know, he goes around town, or I should say you go around town and you talk to people, and they're like, Pierre told me he grew this in his backyard, and it's like an eggplant you sold to him. I gotta say, I don't like that. It's shady bullshit. Also, I need to know, there's a cutscene where you find his secret stash. Of what? I need to know. Is it weed? Is it porn? Is it money? It's probably
something
one of
harder
those
than weed?
things. Ooh, hard weed.
Yeah.
Like a Mike's Hard Iced Tea.
That he grew himself in his backyard.
Yeah, maybe that I'll believe. I don't know if I
think it was great of them to make, because obviously, like, the morals of the game kind of want you to side with small town business over Joja Mart.
Yes.
So I think it was brave of them to also make the small town business guy, like, very flawed.
He's kind of an asshole.
He's pretentious.
He is. He definitely. There's this weird thing going on too with him and his wife, who I know is up next, where it seems like maybe she had an affair with the wizard.
Well, let's bring her up here.
He's not sure if... Oh, look at them. I would say that they're cute together, but they're not. Okay.
I think they have a functional marriage. I don't know if it's passionate or not.
I don't even know if it's happy. Definitely not passionate.
I like how she also has, like, a secret plant hobby in, like, her tea in the back room.
Her tea room is crazy, and then you drink the tea, and the cutscene there is like, am I hallucinating?
Yeah.
Which makes me think maybe she's actually...
She also has a secret stash.
Maybe she's the wizard's daughter. Somebody's the wizard's daughter.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's her or... I mean, everyone thinks it's Abigail, but is that too easy? We'll probably never find out. But she's definitely too... I do think she's, like, too good for him. At least a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think he would go in E, and I think she's gonna go in meh. Because there too.
Caroline was never super interesting.
There's not a lot to her. She's...
The tea
helped.
Update helped.
Yes.
It gave her a thing, an identity.
It would almost bump it up. It would almost bump her up to a C for me. But I kind of like this thing where it's like, oh, she's just kind of eking him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
either way, their kid is way cooler than both of them.
Pierre and Caroline's daughter, or so we're told, is Abigail, another dateable NPC. And this is who everybody thinks is the wizard's daughter.
She does eat rocks. That's technically I think it originally, I believe, started as not a glitch, but an
like
error.
An oversight.
Yeah, that she would say, "Thank you, I'm so hungry," when she gets an amethyst, because all of her other loved items are food.
Yeah.
So, Concerned Ape just kind of forgot to change, I think, the text box on that, but people had such a positive reaction to it that it became part of the lore. I like this whole thing that she has where she wants to go adventuring, and she wants to be kind of more of a rough and tumble person.
She wants to be like an RPG hero.
Yeah. And she also likes video games. You play a game with her. You play
The Prairie King.
Yes, the Prairie King. And she can't get past the first level by herself, though, which is a little sad.
So she's a fake gamer
So
girl.
she's a fake gamer girl. No,
No, she likes it. It's just they can't make the character better than you, the player.
To be fair, I couldn't get past it on, like, the first try either.
Yeah. And probably a lot of people playing it aren't good at Prairie King when they start, so, like, Abigail's probably about at their level.
Yeah, because the controls are very different from what you're already playing, and they're very, like, old school style. There, too, it'd be really cool if she had... I mean, this is, like, wish fulfillment, but if she could, like, adventure with you, or if there was kind of more of a completion to her arc.
Yeah.
So I would put her in A. I think she's really great, but I think that there's room for improvement. Maybe in that 1.7 update that Concerned Ape is working on in tandem with Haunted Chocolatier because he's a madman.
How cool would it be to, like, find her in the dungeon sometimes? Like, not even necessarily if you marry her, but if you, like, 8 heart event her or something.
That would be so cool. I would really love something like that. Or even, there is one, I think, where she is too afraid to go in. But, like, she's there at the top floor. And you know what? I might be thinking of a mod, actually.
Well, that's the tough thing about Stardew Valley is there's so many great mods that you start to get confused.
And I've definitely played a lot of them. But no, I think she's really wonderful. Just, you know.
Happy to see her in A, yeah.
Yeah,
she deserves a little better. Not like that she's not getting good stuff, but she deserves a little better. It'd
be awesome if her story had more of a finish line.
With a finish line fast approaching, one house over, we have the old couple, starting with Evelyn.
Peak.
Yeah.
Peak.
You love an old lady.
First of all, I love old ladies. Second of all, I love this old lady so much. She mails you cookies. She loves you instantly. You, like, the second time you talk to her, she's telling you that you can call her grandma. She puts up with one of the grumpiest people ever. And, you know... she's just an angel. She and George, you know, started raising Alex after Alex's mom died, you know, so that's also sad because that would have been their daughter.
She's easy to grow a relationship with because she likes flowers, so it's very easy to just find something on the ground that you can give her and she'll love.
She's super appreciative. Even if you give her something she hates, she's so cute. She's just like, what? Whoa. Why? She's adorable.
Yeah.
I love her. She couldn't be better. I want her to come live on my farm and I'll, like, make her a soup. She can be my roommate. George can hang out. I'll bring him leeks and he'll be fine.
Well, what tier can George hang out in? Because here he is. Maybe not Evelyn's better half, but her other half.
So George is a character that has, like, a little bit of an arc, I would say. He's super grumpy when you first meet him. He doesn't really want anything to do with you as a newcomer. I mean, he's giving I hate change.
Yeah.
But as you get to know him, I think he's definitely one of the characters that unfolds a little bit more interestingly. You find out why he's in a wheelchair. He even says, like, I bet you thought it's just because I'm old, but no, it's not. He had an accident, I think, in the mine, and then he had to use a wheelchair after that.
He was working in the mine 40 hours a day.
Yeah. And there's a really interesting scene with him and Penny, and it just conversations about, like, bodily autonomy that I think are really interesting.
Yeah. How, like, even though he's in a chair doesn't mean you can just help him everywhere without his permission.
Yeah, but he's also, he also, like, shows grace and understanding. But so does Penny. I think it's just a really interesting scene. So I think he can slot right in there and fine. He's fine.
Cool. Oh, this is very clean so far.
Isn't it so lovely?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm putting Alex in F, so it won't be.
Yeah.
It won't stay that way.
So Alex, our third so far romanceable NPC, and George and Evelyn's grandson. He lives with them. He's the jock.
Yeah, he's...
Speaking of Penny, our Penny is here too because she does not have a babysitter. You're gonna hear her sometimes. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, normally it's my job to wrangle her while John is recording, but if I'm here, then who's wrangling her?
Yeah.
I like Alex. I did not like him at first. He was one of my least favorite characters at first. Yeah, I'm a theater kid. He's a jock. What would we have to talk about? But he's another one that definitely opens up more as you get to know him. There too, talking about his mom passing away and his dad, just, deadbeat dad style, dipped out on him. I think it's really interesting if you're playing as a male character that he will he'll express how he didn't expect to be interested in another man. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention this, if you're a guy and you marry Alex, you cure George's homophobia.
Oh, wow.
And that's the only way you can do it, which is part of why I put him in fine, because he is homophobic.
Does he express homophobia at points?
What he says, if you have top hearts or close hearts with Alex and they're in a same-sex relationship, he'll say something along the lines of he never thought that it was natural, or he never thought that it would work, or something.
Oh, so
something like that.
He only brings it up if he's gone past it.
And then he'll say, "But you've shown me otherwise."
That's nice.
Yeah, something like that. So that's the tough part is, you can only cure George's homophobia in one specific play style, which puts him in a really flexible position. It shows that he can change, but he has to see it with his own eyes.
Yeah.
So he's just got big boomer energy. And I think Alex carried a little bit of that boomer energy as well. He is a little inflexible, I feel like, in his worldview. When you start talking to him, he's very shallow.
But you also can tell right away that he's got a soft side.
Oh, there's
he's
more to him.
If anybody doesn't like my grandma, then I
Yeah.
Or if anybody says it's wrong to love your grandma.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say I love my grandma.
That's it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite lines. Also, he's friends with the dog.
Yeah.
He's the only one who pretty much talks about
Dusty.
the dog.
Yeah.
Except for Pam, I think, who has a throwaway line about Dusty. I'd put him right there with Gramps. Chip off the old rock.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of similar eye lines now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah. And George will send you rocks in the mail. She's trying to open the PlayStation.
She is obsessed with the PS1. She wants to play
Crash
Sonic
Bandicoot
so bad.
No, she wants to play Sonic, and you know it.
Penny, there aren't any Sonic games on the PS1.
She thinks that she can put it in, though.
You need the Dreamcast. She's still learning.
She doesn't know. We did show her a bunch of different video game covers, and she would wag her tail whenever a Sonic one came up.
Yeah, she likes Sonic. It makes sense because dogs can see the color blue.
Yeah. She's like, I know that guy. He's blue.
Well, speaking of Dusty and speaking of Pam, Pam's who we have up next. Our
Pam, resident alcoholic.
Yeah, resident trailer trash.
Oh, but if you get her a new house.
Yeah, you can now get her a house if you're exorbitantly rich.
Regular trash.
Yeah.
No, she's a troubled woman. She does worry me. What with the going to the bar as soon as it opens, and also driving the bus. There's maybe a correlation there that I worry about a little bit.
Yeah, she's also unemployed when you first move in, but if you get the bus working again, then she's the bus driver, which is disconcerting.
It seems to imply that it has improved her life, though, because it's giving her something to do. She had nothing to do, she lost her job because the bus was closed down, or broke down, or what have you, and so what else is she gonna do? And then she finds religion later. Did you know that? I think that was in one of the more recent
I've seen
updates.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I was looking for something to fill a hole in my life, and so I got this Yoba statue from basically Amazon.
Because it's only after she gets the house, she says something about how she was like, I told myself I'm going to turn my life around, and now I've been living here for a while, and I still don't really feel good about myself, and I like
it's interesting.
And I think that's what like really gets her to
Yeah, it's sad, but it's also really interesting. It just goes to show that money does not necessarily buy happiness. You have to also put work in on yourself, and happiness can kind of be an active pursuit. It doesn't just come to you, and I do think that's really interesting. But that's probably the best part of it. I'd keep her in C there with our grump and our jock, a grump, a jock, and an alcoholic.
I just always think of Dangerously Funny on YouTube and how he hates Pam.
Well, that's he had to have a kicking,
because it's fun. It's fun to have somebody who's your nemesis,
your enemy. Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy Pam mods, too. That's a whole other...
Because the worst part about Pam is that Penny lives with her. Not Penny our dog, Penny the school
redhead
teacher.
Yeah.
She kind of... There's not really a school, but she's kind of taken it upon herself to be the teacher of the kids in town.
Which is awesome. And she's... If Harvey's sweet, she's super sweet. She's kind, she's considerate, she's loving. She definitely wants to have kids. I think it's in one of the earlier heart cutscenes where she's like, so do you what do you think about children? And I'm like, oh dang girl.
Dang girl.
I moved into town like 2 months ago.
At the same level that like other characters like Haley are like, ugh, you smell like farm. She's like, hypothetically, if you were married to me,
how many kids would you want? 0, 1, 2, 5? Should I keep going? I love her a lot. I've married her a couple of times. She has one of the best perks for marrying her, which is that she can make over your house and you can get furniture that you can't get any other way. You can get the strawberry bed. You can get the strawberry bedroom. It's so cute. There's another one that's really cute too. It's like, I think the one based off like a forest or something like that. They're all really good. I would put her in A. I don't know why I can't like eke her up a little bit, because I don't know. I wish there was maybe just something else.
For me, at least, I feel if I'm playing the game, I feel really bad for Penny.
I would love to see her overcome.
Yeah,
things more actively, because a
lot of her character is like how bad I feel for her,
and it doesn't really happen if you don't marry her. I mean, her relationship with her mom definitely does get better, and there are a bunch of cutscenes around it. But I don't know what it would be. I would wish would happen.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have to change the game.
Yeah, I'm sure some people would like her to be able to like tell Pam off. And for it to like, I don't know, for Pam to be
some
like
kind
irredeemable
of
and have to like leave town or something, but that's not the way the game works.
I would even be happy if she just got some space on her own.
Yeah.
If she at some point was like, well, I would like to, I'm gonna move into the museum. I don't know, build a back room in the museum, and she can live there and be Gunther's like assistant or something. I don't know. That would be cool.
Does she live in the house with Pam if you make the house? Yeah, I guess she has to.
Yes, they each have a room, and her room has like little library Penny stuff. It's cute.
Yeah.
But I am kind of like, maybe you two could use a little space, but it's a small town, so that's easier said than done.
Well, the leader of this small town, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mayor Lewis. First person you meet.
Yep. And doesn't he start off so nice and normal? And then you keep finding things out about him that just make you go, hey man, are you okay? Are you good? He's in a relationship with Marnie, who runs the animal shop and all
she's like
of that, the ranch hand person, and he insists on keeping it secret, even though probably everybody in town knows. Definitely nobody would care. Well, he's not a Catholic priest. He doesn't need to remain single, but he keeps making comments about his bachelor lifestyle, and sometimes he seems kind of happy about it, and then sometimes he seems kind of sad. I think he annoys me because he wants to have the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
And he's definitely he's interested in
power. Maybe it's just more exciting for him and Marnie if they keep it a secret. Maybe that's what keeps it going.
I think it's more exciting for him.
Not
him and Marnie.
You think Marnie would like to go public?
She definitely wants to go public. There's a cutscene where she's like, "Why do we have to keep sneaking around?" And he's like, he's an ass. He's an asshole to her. He's nice to you, the farmer, probably because he knows that this would be good for the valley. He's not maybe. It's hard to say whether or not he's a good mayor because.
I mean, there's the gold statue thing.
There's the gold statue
I'm
thing.
never sure how,
seriously to take that.
Literally to take that. He spent tax money on a statue of himself.
There's a Easter egg where if you go behind his house, you can pickaxe up a gold statue. But if you leave it anywhere else, the next day it turns into, a pile of mush. Unless I think you put it inside. So, I don't...
Yeah, if it disappeared he was trying to hide it, that would be one thing, but the fact that it melts.
Maybe I'm thinking about it too literally.
Yeah.
But there's also famous purple underpants.
Yeah. That is great. I love that quest.
He will get really upset at you if you mess around with it, or if you put it in the Grange display at the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, there's so many ways now to torment him.
Yeah. And now, in the newest update, you can put a staircase in his bedroom and go down, and there's this little maze, and you can get another pair of lucky shorts, but if it will try to chase you.
Yeah.
And it will hit you.
It does Phanto from Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a lot of fun in the ways that he's not a great character.
I think I'm going to put him and Pierre together. I think that they're kind of two peas in a pod. They're a little bit...
Two pears in a pod.
They're a little bit power hungry, or maybe more money hungry in Pierre's sense, and it can create an oversight for them when it comes to their loved ones.
They both have a lot of power over this small town.
I think that they could both really use a good therapist, and it would literally make the town better.
There's no therapist in Pelican Town.
And Harvey can't do that.
No, he's not. He's not special.
That should be his next game. You come back to Stardew Valley, but you're a therapist.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of work to do.
So let's talk about
Jody.
Jody, for the longest time, I would get Jody and Robin confused.
A single mom who works too hard, except she's not single.
Yeah, but she's doing it by herself for a while.
A single in her hustle mom who works too hard.
Yeah. Jody's a mother of two, and her father, when the game begins, is overseas. Her husband is overseas.
Yeah, their father. He's fighting in that war.
Yeah.
He's fighting against the Gatoro Empire. She is probably one of the most flat characters.
I struggle to really think much of...
She has her kind of little... I mean, it's not even really an arc, but she'll talk sometimes about how she married young and she misses the life she used to have, and, every day is chores and cooking for her kids and taking care of her kids, and she takes really good care of her kids. They're both maybe even a little bit spoiled. She'll mention too, she wonders if she coddled Sam too much. And Vincent, I think she's more worried about the fact that he's really not gotten the chance to spend almost any time with his father. Not that he can really remember.
Yeah.
When Kent comes back, he's like, Daddy's different than I remember.
Yeah, Vincent's a little bit afraid of him.
Yeah, well, because also Kenton has super PTSD.
Yeah.
So Jody's doing her best. There's a scene that is sad, but also really sweet, especially depending on the way that you help it progress, where she's making popcorn and Kent gets a really bad trigger and flashback, and they have to kind of talk that out and figure it out. And if as long as you help them go in the right direction, actually either way, I think Kent is like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. She apologizes too, but she's just not that interesting. I'm gonna put her with Caroline because they love to be little friends also.
I like kind of the group of like Caroline and Jody, and Marnie's there sometimes and Robin's there sometimes.
Yeah, they go to aerobics together on Tuesdays. I think it's Tuesdays at Pierre and Caroline's house /shop/church. And
it's whatever day you went to go get more food for your animals, because Marnie's always not there when you need food for the animals.
I do get the impression sometimes though that Jody and Caroline like are best friends, but they're kind of like, it'd be really cool if there were some other moms, women, people of our age around here for us to hang out. They're kind of friends because they have to be.
Because Marnie's been hanging out with them less because of the affair keeping her busy, and they're both like,
she's a little older as well. She's also got her own business,
and Robin's got her own business, and Robin is a workaholic.
Robin's awesome, but
yeah.
I can't skip ahead.
Yeah, let's stick with the Sam family here with Sam. Yep.
He's another character that I didn't really like at first, but he grew on me because he's just kind of doofy and
this
goofy.
is maybe one of my biggest, like, this character grew on me.
Yeah.
I love him now.
I love him too. My favorite thing is if you, I think you have to marry him, yes, but he can kind of get this ending of his arc where he ends up becoming a children's musician.
Aw.
Isn't that awesome?
It's like Andy Dwyer.
Yes. It's exactly that type of storyline.
Yeah, because he's just a dude. He likes
just
pizza.
A dude.
He's outside his house all the time trying to do a kickflip on his stupid skateboard.
I love his sprites. I love the face he makes where his eyes are closed and he's just kind of like, yeah. He's definitely one of the ones I would want to like hang out with the most in real life. Definitely like Dream Blunt rotation. Sam from Stardew Valley.
Sure, yeah.
Sebastian can come too. I like their dynamic.
Sam and Sebastian are bros till the end
as well. Yeah, he's like the shining sun, and Sebastian is the dark moon. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. The looming moon. I would put him in good because he's a good boy. He's a golden retriever boy. He's a mama's boy. Maybe he is a little spoiled. I do wish that there's one scene that I think the first time I played Stardew Valley when I was still a young adult, where you sneak into his room and his mom comes in and you have to hide in the bed and he's like, woo, woo. When I first played it, I was like, wow, it's so like, ooh, romantic and, you know, kind of, ooh, illicit. And now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, ew, stop it. Get out of your mother's house.
Yeah.
Go to the farm.
Guys.
Come on. So that's just a funny thing about aging.
A much less developed character then is Sam's little brother Vincent. I mean, I think who he's related to are kind of the most interesting things about him, but
yeah.
But you need some little kids in the town.
He likes bugs. He likes he loves snails. If you give him snails, he loves those. He likes grapes.
I forget if he loves milk or hates milk, but he has very strong opinions about milk.
I think he likes milk. I think he's definitely not one that I'm rushing to get my hearts up with. I think I will more if I've decided to romance Sam, because I'm like, I want to be, you know, a cool aunt, uncle type figure or what have you. He's fine.
My favorite thing about him is how when you have a lot of hearts with him, he'll say that he wants to marry Miss Penny someday.
Yeah,
I think that's so cute.
He'll also tell you that you're the coolest adult he knows, something like that, which is adorable. Oh my gosh, if a little kid told me that, I would remember it forever. Oh, that's making me want to put him in good. No, he's fine. I can't. Old people and little kids, I have a soft spot. What can I say?
Then we have a character that you don't even meet until you start your second year, but Kent, who is kind of haunting their narrative until he comes back.
Yeah, you have no idea that that's even a possibility until you start your second year and there's this new guy.
Because it's not like there's like a question mark on the list of characters you could have relationships or something. No, he just gets added on.
It's so cool, honestly. And there too, he was a character at first I was not really jiving with. I don't necessarily have a great history with gruff dudes from the military, not normally the type of person that I am hanging out with. Mm-hmm. But I really like the way that his story talks about PTSD.
Yeah, I like that they tackle this in the way that they do.
And he's really sweet. The more you talk to him, one of my favorite things is once he's been there for a little while, and depending on how close you are with him, when you're at the flower dance, he'll say that flower names are really pretty, and he says that if he and Jody ever have a girl, maybe they'll give her a name after a flower. It's so.
I'm glad that they're still thinking they could have another kid too.
And I think at that point it's kind of starting to show, and your relationship with him helps that he's not the same as when he left, but he's trying his best. He's a good person.
Yeah, and his life isn't over.
He's just got, he's got healing to do. He's got trauma to work through. There too, if that therapist rolled into town, that's patient number one. I think he's good. I think he's good mostly because I think I was so surprised at how much I ended up liking his story, and I really didn't expect to like a character like him. It really resonated with me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Allie, as I know you are well aware, as I know you have been waiting...
I'm normally the test subject for these, but I wasn't.
All day for.
In this case.
We have a little tradition here on Tears of Joy. We take our intermissions here very seriously. We have to, take a break, shake up the brain a little bit.
I'm so excited.
Fizz things out a little bit.
Fizz.
Allie, you've played Stardew Valley more than anybody I know personally. You've 100%ed the game, and then you've helped me 100% the game.
Yeah.
You have, encyclopedic knowledge of virtual farming.
But I'm scared because I've been in a Sims season, so I don't know how much information I've pushed out to make room for more Sims crap.
Well, maybe what you do remember can help you. I want to talk a little bit about real-life farming, which might be a little different than Stardew Valley. We're going to play a game called Granger Than Fiction.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to recount some Stardew Valley facts and then ask you with a multiple choice question, comparing it to how these activities work in real life. Yeah.
Well, I've got a much smaller percentage of experience with this, but
yeah. What you guys might not know is that Allie did spend a lot of her childhood on a farm.
We grew not a lot of crops though. We grew corn for cows. There was a horse. There was some goats. There wasn't
a whole bunch of wine casks.
No giant pumpkins. No.
Did a meteorite ever hit?
No scarecrows. No meteorites. No strange capsules that aliens come out of.
You might be at a bit of a disadvantage here, but we'll see. So, question 1. In Stardew Valley, it takes 4 days to fully grow a parsnip seed. In real life, how long comparatively might this growth take? Less time? More time? Equal time? Or parsnips aren't real?
Yeah, parsnips aren't real. No, more time. It's gonna go ahead and take more time than 4 days.
You think it's gonna take more than 4 days?
For a parsnip to fully grow. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B. I really love that parsnips aren't real, though.
Well, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, whatever good they are, Stardew Valley got this a little bit wrong. It takes about 16 weeks for parsnips to fully mature. So you're right, it does take a little longer than 4 days. Yeah. Question 2. In Stardew Valley, a healthy chicken lays 1 egg every day. In real life, about how many eggs does a prime egg-laying chicken lay? So by prime, I mean it is in the time in its life when it is most laying eggs, it is healthy. Is it 3 per day, 1 per day, like Stardew Valley, 2 per 3 days, or 1 per 4 days?
I think it's 2 per 3 days.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're completely right.
Wow.
And all things considered, Stardew's pretty close on this one. It's like even a little bit more than that, honestly. It's like every, 26 hours some chickens lay an egg.
And it's really, guys, it's really gonna depend on the chicken.
Yeah.
How's she doing? What's going on in her life? Has she talked to her mother recently?
Did you pet her every day?
There's so much that goes into it.
Is she animated by the Wallace and Gromit guys? Like, is she
Don't
gonna plan
make me
a
think
revolution?
about Chicken Run. John, I'm in a happy place and you're making me think about Chicken Run.
Allie doesn't like those movies. She doesn't like their mouths.
It gives me, it scratches my brain wrong.
Question 3. In Stardew Valley, it takes 1 to 2 days for hops to initially ferment into pale ale. In real life, how long is it recommended to ferment your hops?
Sorry, go ahead.
At least 2 days, at least 1 week, at least 2 weeks, or at least 1 month?
It's gotta be at least a month.
Alright, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 1 month would be a little bit too long, according to American Homebrewers Association. Pale ale can be pretty quick, but you don't want it to be too sweet or cloudy, so we usually give it more time.
Oh, wow.
So even more than 2 weeks, if you go like 5 weeks, you could add a lot of flavor, but more than 2 months will cause the yeast to start adding a lot of flavors you don't want. It'll get very bitter.
Interesting. I think I was going a little bit off of our friend who makes mead. I feel like that does take longer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Homebrewing is not something I've ever tried.
I mean, this is only based on the cursory research I've been doing, but apparently pale ale is one of the faster things.
Get in the comments.
Yeah. Guys, if some other research is brought to my attention, we can posthumously give Allie that
Tell
point.
us how long it takes for you to brew your beer.
Yeah. Question 4. In Stardew Valley, a deluxe scarecrow has twice the effective radius as a standard scarecrow. In real life, what might best improve your scarecrow's effectiveness? Giving it brighter colors, giving it darker colors, giving it metal tassels, or rotating its outfits?
Can I ask what metal tassels mean?
Well, just like anything, you just put some metal things on it. Maybe it'll shine, or maybe it'll clink and make noise. And just attaching things to it.
Yeah.
Now this is effectiveness at scaring crows, not at looking fabulous.
You know what, then I think it would be brighter colors because the crows might want the metal. I don't think the crows are paying attention to our fashion. So maybe something bright, they would notice it more and be like, I should leave that human alone. It's probably a human. So I'll go with A.
That's a good thought because, magpies famously are, drawn to shiny objects.
Well, crows will, bring people coins and buttons and stuff, which buttons aren't necessarily shiny, but I know that they collect trinkets. Is this your lead up to telling me to actually C?
This is my lead up to telling you it is actually D.
No, they pay attention to our fashion.
So it's not that they pay attention to the fashion, it's that over time they will learn that the scarecrow is not scary. So actually, according to Old Farmer's Almanac, constantly moving where the scarecrow is, changing its color, changing wind chimes on it and stuff, you want to do it every so often.
Make it seem like it's more alive.
To make the crows relearn what they think about this thing.
That makes sense.
Because they're like, oh, okay, so that other guy wasn't a problem, but who's this guy? There's no 100% effective method with crows, but the great thing is you don't really need them to be gone completely because they also do a lot of positive things for your farm. When they eat seeds and they fly over and poop them, that's a way of spreading seeds, and they also eat a lot of other pests.
Yeah.
So it's kind of more about just finding the right balance.
Yeah. They're not things, we never needed scarecrows when I was growing up because it was a type of corn that they weren't really interested in, and we needed them to be getting rid of the mice and wolves that were much more of an issue for the crops we did have.
Yeah, so probably would have been a net loss to put up scarecrows for you guys.
Yeah.
Question 5. In Stardew Valley, iridium can be mined to make the best tools, sprinklers, and teleporting obelisks. In real life, what is the most common good made from this platinum family metal? Space shuttles, weaponry, electrical components, or the Grimace Shake?
That's wild.
I couldn't find a fact.
They cooking and melting it down into like a soup.
That's just a brick of Grimace Shake there.
That's so crazy. So I don't think it's the Grimace Shake. I think that would not be good for people's tummies. Although that would be why you'd be like face down on the ground after doing the Grimace Shake. So, and I don't think it's weaponry. I think that's pretty Stardew Valley-y. I think it's between space shuttles or electrical components. I do think it's electrical components.
Allie, you are correct.
Yay!
Iridium is one of the densest terrestrial materials, and it's insoluble in most chemicals, so that makes it very difficult to fabricate, so things they make out of it would be very small. And it's so precious that you wouldn't really want to make something big like a space shuttle out of it. Like, where would you even get all of it?
Yeah.
Theoretically, if you made a farm tool, like if you made like a hoe out of a platinum iridium alloy, it would be really strong. But yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to even practically lift and
You'd have to
use
be bodybuilding even just to be able to, which farming is like that, but you can't. Yeah. You can't just, that'd be wild, yeah.
Question 6. Tilapia are among the many fish you can catch in Stardew Valley. What fact about tilapia in-game is entirely different than tilapia in real life? Their location of being on the beach, well, fishing on the beach, the season, which is summer and fall, the recipes you can make from them, like sushi and sashimi, or the gifts, the fact that nobody's gets a love reaction for tilapia.
And I'm always wondering why I'm never being gifted tilapia.
Yeah, it's literally nobody's favorite thing in the game.
I feel like I learned this once. I feel like there's something floating around in my brain that's telling me that it's the location. I think maybe it's actually not in the ocean, maybe not in salt water at all.
Allie, whatever's floating around in your head is doing you well. Okay. It is the location.
I got so scared at the last one. I was like, wait, maybe it's a winter fish.
I cut you off before you could second guess yourself. Tilapia are freshwater fish. I don't know what's going on with them being in the ocean.
Okay, I thought that they were freshwater. I feel like I have read that at some point in the various scrollings on the internet about Stardew Valley.
There's like a few out of the like millions of species of fish. There are a few things that qualify as tilapia that can be in salt water, but like by and large, they're freshwater fish.
Yeah.
Like that's so weird to have them there.
Funny.
Last question for this game. In Stardew Valley, pigs can find truffles on your farm every day. This is ridiculous for a number of reasons, but in real life, which of the following would not improve your truffle finding odds? A. Choosing the forest farm. B. Planting lots of acorns. C. When you choose a pet at the beginning of the game, take the cat and not the dog. Or D. Buying only female pigs. 3 of these would technically be more in line with what gathering truffles actually entails. 1 of these is not.
Okay. So I mean, I think that the forest farm or choosing a place that would be very lush and green would totally make sense for truffle hunting. It's a fungus, so you need earthy earth, wet earthy earth, moss, etc. I'm unsure about how acorns would relate to that. I'm trying to think about like squirrels and poop. Is there something there? A cat rather than a dog. Cats, I think, are more likely to maybe go after that kind of thing. I mean, cats, they both have good senses of smell, but I don't know if one would be better at looking for truffles than the other. And as far as the sex of the pigs, that also sounds right. There's just so many, like, sexual dichotomy type of farm things that wouldn't surprise me. So I'm gonna go with choosing a cat rather than a dog. That has nothing to do with the pigs anyway, so, you know, depends on the cat or the dog, I guess, if they're gonna do anything for truffles.
All right, so we're going with C.
Yeah.
So I'll go by this point by point.
Okay.
You're completely right on the forest farm. And the acorns actually have a similar effect. So truffles, the way they grow on the roots of oak trees. They have
you need
symbiotic
acorns.
relationship.
Okay.
And actually, nowadays, for getting truffles, we don't really just go out into forests with pigs and look for them.
There's, like, operations.
Forests are planted, left for 10 years, and then deforested. And you're just going out with your animals to
get them truffles.
To get them before you wipe it out and start it all over again.
Makes sense.
The correct answer was C.
Oh, yay!
Because the smell of truffles is similar to male pig pheromones. So female pigs are better at finding them.
That makes total sense. And then a dog can also track it down. That makes sense too, because I'm like, dogs can certainly track down truffles, but there was a thought in my head of like, but could a cat be better or just as good?
In fact, dogs are the preferred way. Truffle pigs are
a little bit hot upkeep. The upkeep is a lot.
Yeah, dogs are maybe not smarter, but easier to train.
And they're easier to also train to not eat the truffles.
Yeah.
You have to put a cage on a pig's mouth if you're truffle hunting with it, whereas a dog you can train to not eat that thing.
Yeah, I mean, our Penny would definitely eat that thing, but
I don't know. The training's paying off. She's learning to leave her little treats.
Allie, that was a 5 out of 7. I'd say that was pretty good.
I'll take pretty good.
Pretty good for a lot of fun facts that I definitely didn't know before I made this game.
Yeah, this is my farm learning, both digital and non-digital.
So you ready to hop back in?
Yeah, I am. Wow. We have our lovely ladies.
Yeah. So, I think very similar to Alex, I think Haley is a character that people tend to write off at the beginning, and then she does have depth if you get to know her. How do we feel about Haley?
Well, I'm a little biased because the part of me that's a helpless lesbian immediately married her the first time I started playing this game. I was like, oh, she's mean to me. But, now she's nicer to me. And then I was like, we can be gay?
Allie was down bad.
Yeah, and I got over it. Because I realized there's a lot of interesting characters in this game. But she was the first character where I realized there could be character arcs in these stories. She chills out. She talks about how she's donating her clothes. She's not shopping online as much anymore. She gets more into photography, and she's already into it, but you get to learn more about it. And I think she takes a little bit more seriously, as well as
I think when you
shares it with you and you have fun together.
I think when you meet her, she's at a place in her life where like putting effort into things is like uncool, or like that's too like she doesn't want to be vulnerable by like trying really hard to do something. Like both you and her sister Emily being like really passionate about things and working hard is kind of like scary to her because she doesn't want to work hard.
Yeah.
So this passion she does have for photography, she like hides away.
Yeah. And I would still really love to know where their parents went. There's like comments that they're just like traveling the world or something. I'm kind of like, okay, are you ever gonna come visit? Because once Ken came, I was like, all right, I'm ready for more new characters. When are Haley and Emily's parents gonna come into town?
That would be very cool.
They're not. They're on the bus.
Yeah.
And not the one that Pam drives.
Well, you know how the bus is broken down when you first come into town.
Yeah, they did that. I would say she's good. She's interesting. I'm definitely biased because Alex is in C, and they're like the jock cheerleader tropes with each other. But I don't know. She was my first.
Yeah.
What can I say?
You never forget your first.
I can't.
I personally am much more interested in Emily out of the two of them.
She is cooler, and she's another one where I kind of, at first, I was like, oh, wow, girl, you look spacey.
There's also a lot of
you
argument
on
that
drugs?
she's the wizard's daughter, because Emily's weird.
She has actual, like, magic. She's talking to the parrot. You're going into her vision, dream thing, your astral plane. She... yeah, has this, like, inherent connection with animals. Her hair is blue. Nobody talks about it. No comment about if it's dyed or not.
Yeah. I mean, Caroline's hair is green.
That's from all that tea.
Yeah.
The tea update makes it all make sense now. We have no idea. they only ever talk about Abigail's hair color. I like her a lot. She's one that's grown on me, I think, more every time I play it. I would say she's great. I need to marry her again. She's one that I don't really marry a lot, but, like, I love her. She's my bestie.
Notably, Emily is one of the 2 characters that you could romance now that you originally couldn't.
Yeah, it was her and Shane.
Yeah.
It was voted on, and, there too. Maybe one day we'll get another. I'm still hoping that one day we could romance Sandy. What I wouldn't give.
Yeah.
And this guy, I want to romance,
we can romance
this
Gus.
guy.
I'm sure there's a mod for it.
He's married to the job. Is the thing about Gus? The thing about Gus is
I love his stupid face.
Married to the job. I love him. He's a good guy. He listens to everyone's BS. Okay, so he runs the local bar and grill tavern.
The Stardrop Saloon or whatever.
Yes, the Stardrop Saloon. He's a good guy, he cares about cooking. He doesn't really have any of his own business going on.
Yeah, his, like, the most, like, dramatic thing about him is that he like, is nervous about asking Pam to pay her tab because she owes him so much money.
And she's scary.
Yeah.
I wish I don't know if I can put him too high just because there's not maybe a lot to go on.
I want to put him F tier because when I was trying to 100% the game, one of the last things I had to do was get the one recipe that he only tells you if he goes to the beach, and he never goes to the beach.
That was such an issue. That was an issue for me, John, both times that I went for perfection and got it. And he was an issue there. But here's the thing.
It's the opposite problem of Pierre just, like, fucking off some days and you can't go to his store. I'm like, take a vacation, dude.
I feel like I gotta put him in good, though. Because he's a good man.
He's a good man.
He works hard. He's steady, He comes out of his room at the same time every day. He always shops at Pierre's. He's got no problems, That's a little boring. Yeah,
he's steady.
I got a soft spot for him.
And how can you, like, not feel happy looking at it? And one of my favorite, like, memes to have around Thanksgiving is him saying, "So, who brought the spaghetti?"
You, Gus. You, Gus, bring the spaghetti. No, he's funny. And he'll talk about his candy canes at the Feast of the Winter Star. If you start talking to him on certain years, like every other, he will go off about his candy canes, and it's really sweet. And he's boring Elliot to death, but I'm always like, yeah, Gus.
Tell me about the candy canes.
Making candy is hard. So he's out here cooking and baking and making candy, a gourmand.
Now, if I had to guess who would be the next characters to make romanceable, I'd say it would be Sandy for the ladies and Clint for the guys. Mm-hmm. Clint's such a lonely heart.
And if Clint did have a romanceable storyline, I'm sure he would be a lot more tolerable.
Because he needs work.
But I am kind of a Clint. I am a Clint hater. I felt more sympathy for him when I first started playing, because I'm like, oh, he's lonely. He doesn't know how to talk to people. But the more times I've replayed the game, he pisses me off more. He's just
hovering around Emily all the time.
He's so weird about it.
I know everybody's age is nebulous, but it feels wrong.
What's the way he acts as well. He's not acting like an adult. He won't talk to her like an adult. One of the times he asks you for advice, you say just talk to her like you would talk to anybody else. Or talk to her like you would talk to a guy. You try to give him some advice. There's a variety to choose from, and no matter what, I don't know if he's just got really bad anxiety. He's got really bad anxiety and depression, and he's totally unmedicated, probably. But I gotta put him in Garbo.
Allie, I'm so happy to tell you this is the first ever entry in Garbo in the history of Tears of Joy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think he deserves it. If he had a romanceable storyline, if he,
we could salvage this.
Absolutely. But he's a kind of a garbage man. He's kind of a garbage guy. You know, he's a great blacksmith. Don't get me wrong. He does his job at the very least. But, and you know, he's not like a total asshole or anything. But I feel bad for him, but he won't do anything to kind of change his life. He does, I think, later, we're kind of past the Emily stuff. He does talk about getting a computer and talking to people online.
Yeah.
Which is good. And then he, like, immediately talks down to himself about it. He's like, because I'm, like, a loser or whatever. Aww. And I'm like, whoa. Hey, let's take a breath.
Aww.
Chill out. Stop that. Maybe talk to Harvey.
Yeah.
Do anything else.
Maybe keep your store open like an hour later, because like I'm always missing you when I have geodes I need processed.
Yeah, there's definitely no way that you aren't at least you have some money from all of the business I'm giving you. So, I don't know, man. I guess, buy that computer.
Well, on a scale of Evelyn to Clint, because apparently that's what we're working with here.
Yes.
Where would we place Elliot? I almost blanked on his name.
Elliot.
The starving writer.
Yes.
Living in a shack on the beach.
Who really just looks just like Fabio from the cover of pulp romance novels.
I always think of him as the beast after he turns back into a prince.
Yeah. I wish I liked Elliot. I really do. There are a lot of people who like him so much in a way. There's something that I'm not getting, and I don't know what it is. It's me. It's not him. Because I like the artist approach. He is a little bit of like, you know, a mess and sensitive in a way that could be annoying, but I do like it. I think he's an interesting person. He's a character that I always befriend, but I don't think I've ever married him.
I've never been terribly interested in getting to know him.
No, outside of a like marry everybody, date everybody type of playthrough, no interest in that. I mean, I've seen all of his cutscenes. His new, I think, 12 heart event is that he, like, leaves the farm for, like, a week to go do, like, a writer's retreat or something, which is I don't really like it.
Yeah.
He writes you letters, which is nice, because it's technically new dialogue from him.
Yeah.
But it just leaves me
leave me
with
the
nothing.
farm and the kids.
I'm gonna put him with the lovely ladies, Caroline and Jody. They should have like a wine club. I think that they would love each other. They should be hanging out.
I feel like they tried inviting Elliot to the book club, but he would just be like hypercritical of everything they were talking about.
He is a hermit. I mean, he's like a self-proclaimed hermit on the beach. You know, trying to wooden shack his way into the world's next best novel. But there's just not that much there for me to chew on. I wish there was. I know that he is a lot of people's favorites, just not mine.
Well, his closest neighbor, as it turns out, living in the fishing shop that is also his house, we got Willie.
Willie is my dad. I'm so serious.
Willie is a underappreciated character.
Willie is
underrated.
My father.
Massively underrated.
I didn't give a crap about him the first time I played it.
He's just the fishing guy. He just teaches you how to fish, right?
But after doing a couple perfection runs and just the amount of time I've put into it, he's so nice. He cares about you, and he really cares about fishing. And if you get into fishing, he's so proud of you. When you catch all of the fish, he's so proud of you. And that's why he's my dad. So he
makes the boat that takes you to the island.
Yeah. He's just chill.
You got the event with all the crabs in his house.
Yeah.
That's an all-time favorite scene for me.
And Gus is like, don't tell him about the crab cake special. Because he cares. He cares about his little crabs. Also he needs to get rid of them because they are fully attacking
Gus, why
his
did you do it
shop.
to me, crabs?
Okay, let's put him in great for now. Because I don't know if he can get up there with Evelyn. He's not an
I
old
wasn't
lady.
prepared for Willie to be A tier, but, like, I'm happy about it.
He has to be, because if Gus is in B, Gus is my uncle. Willie is my dad.
Yeah.
And Evelyn is my grandma, which is S tier to me. So this is all coming together. It makes sense to me.
Well, is Robin your wife? Because
I wish.
I've heard you say many times you wish Robin was dateable.
I've had
in an official capacity.
And you know what? And it's not just me, because I've gotten a few people to play this game, and 9 times out of 10, I will get told. Like, literally, the last time we got a friend of ours to play this game, he texted me going, "Why can't I marry her?"
Because she's married already.
She's the first person you meet, you know it's a game with dating,
Yeah.
and you see her, and immediately, if you're anything like me, or a lot of our friends, you see her and you go, "I don't need to look at nobody else. That is gonna be my partner." And then you find out she's taken. It's heartbreaking. And not only is she taken, but she somehow has a teenage son. She looks fine. I mean, so does Jody, so did Caroline. They both look fantastic. They're clearly using their sunscreen.
Is Maru also her daughter?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, but Maru is younger than Sebastian, but it's a little Mobius.
The ages aren't too.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about them, because weird things start happening if you think about it.
If you worry about it, yeah. No, true. Either way, she's using that sunscreen, that skincare routine is
It's just
great.
sawdust.
It's honestly, it's not even really how she looks. It's her vibe. She's down to earth.
Yeah.
She's a carpenter, which is hot. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're a carpenter, you're hot. It's really too bad, because if you're a blacksmith, you're hot. But Clint actively fucked it up.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show. But she's the opposite.
Clint,
of
you
him.
had the hottest job. You just had to try less hard.
Yeah. He doesn't need to. There too.
Just
he doesn't
roll
need
your
to look any
sleeves up
different.
occasionally.
He just needs to. It's all about how you present. She's the opposite of him in that regard. She is confident. She's headstrong.
She's doing it all.
She is. She's doing it all. I would. You know what? And I've said all of that. And I think I'm gonna put her in good, though. Because I can't marry her.
Because she can't.
No,
because
but
you can't sleep over.
There's kind of an end to. There's nowhere that her character necessarily goes.
Yeah, because she's already a fully formed person.
Yeah.
She's got it all covered.
And I mean, you could say the exact same thing about. Well, here's the thing about Willie is that Willie becomes more proud of you.
I don't feel that you and Robin's relationship
really changes.
evolves in a particularly interesting way.
Yeah, even if I think it comes up a little bit more if you date and or marry Sebastian. Not as much with Maru. Maru is much more Demetrius's, kind of.
Yeah.
They kind of each have their favorite kid.
They have a favorite, yeah.
Or at least that's how it plays. So some of that family drama is also a little bit tiring to me. I think that's part of the reason that she got bumped down a little, because also
because you don't grow closer to Robin, you learn more about her family.
Yeah. And
well, let's talk about
yeah.
Let's start talking about that family, because we've had a lot of interesting conversations about Demetrius and kind of the fan base's response to him.
Because what I'm thinking about is the scene with the tomatoes. Is that Robin asks Demetrius to go to the store and get some fruit. And he comes back with tomatoes. And she's upset with him because she's like, those are vegetables. And he's like, but they're not. They're a fruit because they have seeds inside, what have you. And this was a scene that, divided the community, I think, at one point, or at least the corner of the internet that I was looking on.
It's like all the people who wanted to date Robin saw this scene, and that was like all they needed. And they were like, Demetrius is
at Demetrius. And listen,
terrible husband. Break up.
I wanted to date Robin as much as the next guy, but I am like, but he did get a fruit. Listen, you can't blame my man for being on the spectrum.
Yeah,
That's not
some
fair.
people want to say that Demetrius was being like
purposefully
pedantic.
He wasn't. That's just
In
my mind.
It actually doesn't occur to him
Yes.
what she's going to do with. He's a scientist,
and to be fair,
yeah.
I think that because that is I relate to Demetrius in that sense. I've definitely done that type of thing, and I don't want people
if Robin
to
even
think I'm being
said,
mean or pedantic.
I'm making
if I
a
do
fruit
it.
salad, that might have even helped. She just said get fruit.
He knows, he's probably thinking like hand fruit that you like, nom nom that you eat.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely just housed a tomato before. Healthy snack for the house or whatever.
The other thing is the fact of how Demetrius. There's the scene if you're dating Maru, or no, if you're starting to get close to Maru.
He does get weird with you.
Yeah.
And he does get weird with you, and I don't love that.
I like that drama though. That's not good of him, but I like that scene.
It's unique because it doesn't necessarily happen with other parents. I mean, there is a scene where Pierre catches you and Abigail out in the graveyard, and he does get pretty upset, but that's a little bit more I mean, that whole scene just kind of only ever...
Demetrius is Maru's gonna be a triple PhD,
yeah.
I don't want her throwing her life away with some romantic fling here.
With young love, essentially. And, that's maybe not my favorite Demetrius
you have this very passive-aggressive scene where he's just I wouldn't want anything to get in the way of her career.
There's also another one where I think that it's a scene that you get from the bulletin board if you give Robin 100 hardwood, and she'll make a hardwood bed. And in that scene, he is kind of why, what are those called? A 4-post bed.
Yeah.
It's a hardwood 4-post bed, and he doesn't really understand why the posts are there. And she's because it looks nice, it's artistic. That was a scene that because while I am somebody who takes things very literally sometimes, I am also artistic. So I was definitely more PO'd at him in that scene. Because I'm just... You do have to listen to your wife, and she's clearly a more artistic person. So
there's also the fanon of his relationship with his stepson Sebastian, and some people like to kind of fanfic him being a neglectful father to his adopted son, but I don't think there's any merit in that. I think he's trying his best.
Just a contentious relationship, period, to a certain extent. And to me, that's kind of natural.
Yeah, you got he has the book on his shelf about being a stepfather. And I think that's really sweet. He is making an effort to be there for Sebastian.
Way, which makes sense. He would get a book that kind of walks him through in an analytical way. But it also makes sense for Sebastian because he got a step parent later in life. It's a little unclear what happened with his dad. I can't remember if his dad died or just fucked off.
Yeah.
Or is somewhere else. Maybe in Zuzu City. I truly can't remember.
It gives divorce to me, personally.
I think I always headcanoned that they were divorced and he was living in Zuzu City, but that might be from somewhere. So, but to Demetrius, I would put him in fine. I like him, honestly. But I like George and Alex and Pam and Vincent too. They're fine. They're not necessarily the most interesting characters, but I don't dislike any of them.
Yeah, good pick.
Thanks.
Next we have Maru. Now I know you know this, Allie, but the people at home need to know. Maru is pretty much the only person in this game I've ever interested in dating, and the 3 full-ish playthroughs where I've married somebody. 2 of those times are Maru, because I just really like smart girls. I want to marry somebody very smart, and that's what I do all the time.
That's awesome. That's so sweet. And you've made me like Maru more. I think I wasn't as interested in her character before because I was still butthurt about not being able to marry Robin. But over time, she's really grown on me. She has a fantastic arc that has like kind of almost nothing to do with her character, but rather what she is doing in her life, which is really cool. She's been building a robot to be able to help her parents when she moves out, because she does have aspirations. Unlike maybe some of the other younger seeming bachelors and bachelorettes who are a little unsure of what they're doing in their life, which is totally fine. I had no idea what I was doing in my early 20s. But I do think that's very admirable. She's very focused and hardworking and also really caring.
I like how she's worried about, like, she's making this robot to take care of her parents when she leaves, because she's afraid she won't be able to leave her parents without her help, even though Demetrius's whole thing with her is that he wants her to go out and succeed.
Yeah. She's another one where I almost want to put her in S, but I don't think I can quite eke her up all the way. Maybe I need to do another playthrough. I've definitely married her a lot more times recently because she is she's cool and she's funny and she's interesting.
Yeah. I like her heart events a lot. I really like looking at the stars with her and stuff.
Yeah, the whole thing about the galaxy, and I like the kind of posit that it gives you of whether or not you see something really colorful and beautiful, or if you see kind of nothingness in space, which I think is
which could also be comforting.
Philosophical kind of question.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. So I'll put her in great, but I am like gonna keep thinking about whether or not I want to bump her up.
Okay.
But for now,
I mean, she's no Evelyn, but
nobody can compete with Evelyn. She's an old lady.
Nobody can compete with my grandma.
She's my grandma.
I'm not afraid to say I love my grandma. Another character I really like is Sebastian. If I ever got over my deep-seated fears of masculinity and dated a guy in the game. I'm kidding. Sebastian's totally cool.
I kind of had an opposite thing with Sebastian that I did with Maru, where at first I was like, whoa, you got cool emo boy. He reminds me of the guys from Fallout Boy and Panic at the Disco. Wow, look at him. Oh, and what's that vase in his room? Is that a bong?
Yeah.
Oh, they patched it out. So it was definitely a bong. His mom's asking me if his ashtray smells weird, but he smokes cigarettes. He's smoking cigarettes, he's smoking weed.
Yeah, we see him smoking at all the big events.
Yeah, which is not cute. Because especially there's one where he's smoking like around kids. I'm like, bro, or the animals or something.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm like, can you go
not
over
into
there
cigarettes. That's my
bit?
least favorite thing about him. But he's a computer programmer. He's fixing up a motorcycle.
Yeah, I say that as somebody who used to smoke and quit smoking. So I get it, dude.
Yeah,
but, you know, that doesn't mean it's cute.
I don't mean to demonize it. It's just less attractive.
Not my thing. Yeah, and definitely as I've gotten older, his character and his shtick is like a little bit does it for me a little bit less too.
But Allie,
yeah,
he's a dungeon master.
He is
he runs D&D. You can play in his D&D campaign.
You got me there. You can. But you know what? But here's the thing. He gets weird if you choose the wizard. Because he wants to be the wizard.
You know, that's so true,
that's
actually.
A little, and you know what? That's not good.
And technically it's not D&D, it's like a different kind of game that was out around that time that was like packaged adventures, so that like you didn't need a dungeon master, you just
Chronicles or something.
Yeah. Like it's closer to like,
I wanted to say Valerian Chronicles, but that's like a real video game.
Yeah. Like there were a lot of games that were like D&D in a box, and no one had to be the dungeon master, you just had to follow the rules.
And I love that cutscene. It's really fun, and I like how you can get different scores, and I've definitely tried to like memorize the best path, and I think I still don't have it correct.
It is true that like that scene is all about appeasing Sam and Sebastian while
because Sebastian wants to play the fighter,
which like is a super toxic and super realistic to playing D&D with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sam wants to be the fighter, Sebastian wants to be the wizard. You have to be the healer because of course you do.
Yeah.
And I do feel like if I'm playing as a girl, I'm definitely more like, Okay, yeah, I get it. The girl shows up and she needs to be the healer.
I think that's why Abigail's not there, because Abigail's usually the third in their group.
Yeah.
And I think she's sick of their shit. We know she's a gamer, but she doesn't want to play D&D with them.
You know what? I've married him so many times, but he's a crappy spouse. Sometimes he will just be in such a bad mood, which is fine.
Maybe his dad was also a crappy spouse.
I think I'm gonna put him in fine. Right next to Demetrius. Maybe they can talk it out.
I came in excited about this, and you talked me into it. Fuck this guy a little bit. Linus.
Yeah. Robin Williams.
There's a rule that, all the, Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons sort of games, have to have, a guy living in the wilderness.
Oh, really?
I feel like, yeah.
I truly didn't know that.
I feel like Harvest Moon games always had this guy.
I've only played 1 or 2 Harvest Moon games. Or rather, they were actually Story of Seasons.
Not that I've played a ton of them, but I guess the ones that I've played at least had it, so...
Linus, I think... Okay, here's my crackpot theory. Linus is Yoba. I think Linus is Yoba. No, really, but maybe.
Yeah.
I think Linus has a really cool thing going on. I didn't really get it at first. I think much like the farmer, you're like, oh, are you good? Do you want some food or whatever? No, he's living in nature the way that people did for...
He picks out of the trash sometimes, but he's not hurting anybody, and
Who
he knows
the food
how to
would go to waste otherwise.
Yeah, and he knows how to boil things.
Yeah, no, he's
been doing this his whole life.
He's awesome. I think he's going to be our next S tier.
Wow.
The olds hanging out together.
This is going in a way different direction than I expected.
He's sage, he's wise. He takes Leo under his wing completely. Which, he practically adopts a child who, and who needs to live in that same way. He was in the right place at the right time, and he chose to react in a way that it was kind and compassionate.
We'll get to Leo, but it was you can't just acclimate this kid all at once into society.
No, he's living on a deserted island. And I really admire and appreciate what his character has to say about the way that we live in this world on Earth, in nature, what have you. I think that he is a character that's the most emblematic of what this game has to say about corporate greed, capitalism, any of that kind of thing. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, word. Speaking of nature, kind of domesticated nature, Marnie is your go-to character for all of your animal needs. Sells you cows and chickens, sells you things for the cows and chickens.
And I love Marnie, but I do have one question. Where is she? Where is she?
Yeah.
Where is she? You're playing the game. You need hay. You need hay because it's winter and there's no grass anywhere and your animals are starving and you go first thing in the morning and you go down to her house and she's not there and it's not even aerobics day. Where is she?
Occam's razor, she's at Lewis's.
And I can't get mad at a girl for just trying to get some.
The best.
But I can get mad that my animals are starving.
It's so great once you get the key to the city and when you can just go into her place and take what you want and leave money on the counter.
She knows we're good.
Yeah.
Give me that hay. I'm just gonna go into your barn and take a couple baby sheep. We're good. But that's the mechanic nature of Marnie. The character nature of Marnie, we talked about her relationship with Lewis. I feel really bad for her. I think she's getting pulled around by a man that she could,
You
she
can
could
do better, Maury.
Marlin is right there. Marlin I know he's not on the list here,
Yeah.
but the guy from the Adventurers Guild
who needs heart events. Gosh darn it.
I would love that. I would
It's
love
so
that
messed
for
up.
him and
Yeah.
Gunther, who
Yeah.
runs the museum. It would be awesome. Marlin is in love with her, though. Every year
He can't take his eyes off her.
The flower festival, he's like, Marnie looks beautiful. And
Yeah.
I'm like, now you are you would be out and proud, happy with her to have her on your arm,
Yeah.
to say, this is my partner. He would be proud. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Marnie's also there taking care of her nephew and niece.
Yes. So, yeah, Shane is her nephew, and then Jazz is... Shane had 2 friends who had Jazz, and they passed away. So
not even, like, blood related,
no.
but...
So Shane took Jazz in because he is her godfather, but he is not in any kind of state to necessarily take care of a child, let alone single-handedly. I think especially, this little girl who has lost both of her parents, whereas Shane is also still, I think, dealing with that loss too, even though it's not talked about too much. The unfortunate thing about Marnie is that most of her character does have to do with other characters.
It's kind of the Jodie problem and the Caroline problem.
I think that but she's got a little bit more going on because she's got her business. She's got not just, her nephew who's troubled, but then his goddaughter, and then this affair. It's very interesting. She's like a linchpin type of character. I'd put her in fine. She's fine. I'm thinking about bumping her down to bed just because of those hours. But I'll leave her there.
Why don't you get
now.
the key to the city?
I'll leave her there for now because I mean, no one else is gonna sell me animals, and she is really sweet about the animals. She's like, take good care of them. I'll like you if you take good care of your animals.
I think she has like a natural like caretaker personality.
She's passionate about what she does, and that's really cool. She helps you adopt the dog or cat, the stray that shows up on your farm, whatever you choose in the game. She'll be like, "Hey, I found this," and she'll ask about the pet, and I think that's really sweet. And then later, now in the game, she can sell you all kinds of other pets, including turtles.
Yeah,
and you can have all the pets.
You can have cats and dogs and turtles.
You can have one of each. You can have multiple of each. You can fill your farm with animals so that it's impossible to move through your house, and I love it.
So let's talk about another member of that found family, Shane, who I could not believe was not originally dateable.
Yeah, I know, right? It seems so baked in.
Yeah.
The chicken man.
I mean, I guess that plot arc could still be there without it being romantic, and maybe it should be, because it's a little bit like, I can fix him.
Yeah, it's definitely giving I can fix him, especially because I think the additional heart events later on don't necessarily give us a great feeling. I don't know how to feel about his. I think it's the 10 heart event where you go to a football game with him. It's sweet, but it also, it reminds me of some relationships I've had in the past that maybe didn't work out.
Maybe if we liked football, we would like that scene more, but like, it's impossible for us not to feel like we're getting dragged along to something he likes to do.
Well, he gets so excited, and I think he gets like, does he kiss you, or he gets embarrassed, or something like that happens, and it is kind of sweet. But I've seen it. It's one of those things where the more times I see it, the more I'm just kind of like, because it does kind of feel like he maybe regresses a little bit when you marry him. His room is still really messy. It seems like
he's also a pretty bad spouse.
There's like beer cans still around. He talks about drinking sparkling water in the one scene where he gets Jazz bunny slippers, which is really sweet. He's like, finally,
yeah, now that I'm not buying beer, I had money to get Jazz something nice.
Yeah, which there's something, really nice there. It shows he's learning how to put others before himself. And I don't think it's like he needed to immediately become the world's best godfather,
it's
father
probably
to Jazz,
more realistic this way, similar to Pam, where they don't just completely turn their lives around, they start getting better.
And I do appreciate the realism. But it does feel a little bit like he backslides when you
Yeah.
marry him. And
I
I
will
know
say
this because
Shane's-
I've married him multiple times.
Shane's, like, alcoholism and, like, suicidal tendencies is, like, probably, like, the single hardest hitting, like, this game tackling an issue.
It's
I
very
think.
real. Yeah, that one scene where he's at the edge of like a cliff and he's talking about it's
He just
rough.
can't anymore because, like, he feels like all he does is work, and then
Yeah.
all he does with the money is drink.
And then you take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And he gets his stomach pumped. It's really sad. It's really compelling.
And then I think he comes to your door later and is like,
He
"Hey,
apologizes.
I'm sorry."
This is really tough because I do think I have a soft spot for him. I just don't know if I'm gonna marry him anymore. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put him in good.
I feel
He's good.
I feel with him the way I feel about certain Persona characters, where I'm like, I love this character. I worry about people who
Are like
want to marry him.
like
first
for
choice.
real.
Unless it's like, I mean, it's a video game, and if you want to like explore an idea, you know, because there aren't consequences.
I married
like,
him, like,
do you?
I think I married him maybe second.
Yeah.
After Haley, I was like going down the list of like the troubled people. It wasn't until later that I was like, let me try dating like Penny and Emily and Maru, who like kind of have their stuff together
Yeah.
a little more.
Well, you know who has their stuff together despite everything else is Jazz. Jazz somehow manages to be a really happy kid.
Yeah, she's an orphan. She's an orphan. And she's a sweetheart. She's a funny little girl. I don't know if
Likes pink
cake.
confetti cake. Yeah.
So does Haley. They would get along. I think they should hang out. She can mentor her because Jazz seems like a little girl who's gonna grow up to be like, she's like got that frou-frou kind of energy.
Similar to Vincent, it feels like her personality hasn't completely set in
Yes,
yet.
his is little boy and hers is little girl.
Yeah.
And for that, I will put her in fine. Just right with Vincent.
It makes me happy to see her like jump roping sometimes when
It's
you're
sweet.
out. Yeah.
You know what's really great is now in the most recent update in the winter, she has a coat, so we can all breathe easier because for years we were watching this little girl play outside in the snow. No coat. She's gonna get you cold. Where's Marnie? Where's Shane? Somebody get this girl. Finally, she has a coat.
Well, Allie, I think the time has come before we hit these last few characters to take another intermission.
Yeah.
We talked about things like, I'm really glad you know off the top of your head the pink cake being Jazz's favorite, and you know a lot of people's favorite things. Stardew Valley has, to me, one of the most memorable gift-giving systems in any video game, but a lot of video games have gift-giving systems.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And we're gonna talk about them. Here's a game called I Love It.
I love it! Wow!
Allie, I'm going to show you a character. I'm going to show you a few choices. Now, some of these are going to be characters I know you're familiar with. Some of these less so. If you want, you can ask me kind of some questions about like the person's personality. I'll decide whether or not I want to give you that
Going
information
easy
or not.
on me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just like you. So question 1. We have Aoi Asahina, we always just call her Hina, from Danganronpa.
Check it out, Hajime, I'm already getting a gift.
Well, that's not her, that's
Oh!
That's
in Danganronpa too!
yeah, that's Ayane.
I always confuse them because
Well, I feel like Ayane was made to be like,
Her
what if Asahina and Sakura had a baby?
kid. Yeah, we've literally had this conversation before. It's just I've saved that quote incorrectly in my head and I can't override it.
So each of these questions is going to be which of these will make her the most happy. Is it the G-Sick, which is like a kind of watch, I guess, the flotation donut, or the Emperor's thong?
I think it's gotta be the flotation donut because she's a swimmer. She wouldn't know what to do with that watch, and she probably would like the thong, knowing Danganronpa, but I think it's the flotation donut.
So interestingly, nobody likes the thong.
The player likes the thong.
Everybody hates it if you gift the thong
Got
because
it.
it's skeevy.
Yeah.
And I think not everybody's negative, but nobody actually is positive about the G-Sick.
Yeah.
But
Yay!
Yeah, she is a swimmer, and also, if you remember, she loves donuts.
Oh, she
Donuts
does
is like a
love
huge part of her
donuts.
personality.
She does. Oh, wow, it's been such a long time.
Number 2, from
Oh.
Coral Island. Now, here's a cozy game I know you haven't played nearly as much.
Yeah, I put some time into this.
This is
not a
this is like
lot.
Amber's thing, but Yuri is a character. She's one of 2 doctors, thankfully,
Yes.
in town.
Yes.
Got
cool tattoos.
Yeah.
She's super cool seeming.
Does she want the peony, the daffodil, or the green curry? What will make her most happy?
I'm between the peony and the green curry because I think I remember giving her a peony and it being good. But green curry is a cooked meal and it's healthy for you. So doctors love it. And it's delicious. So doctors love it. I'm gonna go with the green curry.
Ellie, you are correct.
Yay!
It is the green curry. She actually doesn't like any flowers, apparently.
Then I don't know what the hell I'm remembering.
So you might be misremembering.
I'm making shit up. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Other fun things, she also she used to work for a bigger, or she used to work somewhere else, but she like wasn't making any money trying to like actually make it in the medical field, and she came back to this town instead.
There's an evil corporation in that game too.
Yeah.
It's like pufferfish, I think.
And she's a big chess player, apparently.
Ooh, well,
which-
then you would get along.
Yeah, and I only bring that up because just by happenstance, the next character that I knew nothing about also really liked chess, and that was Zyla from the game Sunhaven, which I know you've also played.
Yes.
Very high fantasy, cozy game.
Yeah. Similar type of game, but there's demons and angels and all sorts of stuff.
So Zyla is like the chief advisor general kind of person to the demons in the demon town. Also, you can date her. Also, she's into chess, I guess. She's kind of conniving and kind of...
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah. Does she want a diamond, a red velvet cake, or Zyla's wedding ring? The item Zyla's wedding ring.
The wedding ring is crazy. And I don't know the lore behind it because I didn't play enough of this game. They do say that diamonds are a girl's best friend, but I think it's the red velvet cake because I think I remember saving this in my brain because of she is like magenta and she likes red velvet cake.
Allie, you gotta go with your gut. It's the red velvet cake.
Yeah, I love when I save things in my brain and it happens correctly.
So, the thing about Zyla's wedding ring is each character will give you a wedding ring when you get married.
But you can't give it back.
You can, and it's very upsetting to them.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough.
Because it's telling them you don't want to be married
I figured
anymore.
it was either that or it was like her ex. This is, hey, remember your past marriage? I'm like, that can't
But
be
it is
good.
something you can give her.
Oh, I'll avoid it.
Alright, question 4. Maybe... I forget what order I had these in. Is this more familiar territory? No, not for you.
No! Oh, no!
Allie,
No!
you must answer a question about Fire Emblem.
No!
Has anything Oscar and I rambled about sunk in?
Yeah, Malikov.
Yeah,
That's it. Is that his name?
Makalov, but you're so
Fuck.
close.
Shit. Fuck. A Makalov cocktail.
This is Flane from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I feel like I'm being Flane.
There are gifts, but I decided in this case to go with the, you can make meals in the cafeteria and invite people, and people will either like some of the meals or dislike them, and that will affect your support conversation. Does Flane like the Fisherman's Bounty, the Garreg Mach meat pie, or the vegetable stir fry?
Does she know that the Fisherman's Bounty and the vegetable stir fry are the same thing?
Oh my god, they are the same thing. Whoops. Yeah, I think maybe there's limited
The assets. I think
So
that
that's pretty funny.
I think that Flane here is gonna like the unique asset. I think she needs a meat pie. I think she needs a hearty meat pie.
It's very fitting that Fire Emblem would sabotage you yet again, because
Yeah.
it's kind of the meme about Flane is that she is obsessed with fish. She likes everything fish.
Okay.
She talks about fish all the time.
As I said it, I looked at her and I was like, she kind of looks like she could be obsessed with the ocean.
That's her quirky feature.
It's her hyperfixation.
Yeah.
It's fish.
Yeah.
How could I not have known that?
Well, you're 3 for 4 so far, though, so don't lose hope here. We're halfway through. Let's talk about Ted Selly from the second most played game on my Steam account, Dinkum.
Oh, you don't say.
Ted Selly, he is a... So apparently he's named after, I think it's Ned Kelly or something like that, but he was like a frontiersman in Australian history.
I'm sure there's no rough history there.
But he's the guy who, he's never in a place in the town, but he'll like show up on the frontier.
He's a traveling salesman.
Yeah.
So we've got a cooked drumstick, kale, or high quality cheese. I do believe he likes a cooked drumstick, but I don't think I ever got to the high quality cheese part, but if I know Ted Selly, then it's gonna be the high quality cheese. It's high quality.
Unfortunately, again, this guy is an absolute carnivore.
No!
And he doesn't like any food that isn't meat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's why I remember giving him a cooked drumstick, but I thought, cheese.
Yeah.
You know, it's high quality. No, that's right though. He needs meat. He only wants meat.
I think maybe this is the, like, if you play a lot of cozy games, they probably start to, like blend together a little bit.
It's been a while since I played Dinkum also. I've heard that the game has had a lot of updates, and I haven't tried them.
It's officially on Switch 2 now.
Yeah, and I will probably...
And probably Switch 1.
I'll probably try it on there the next time I play it, and it'll be yet another game that I own multiple copies of because I want to play it handheld.
Question number 6. We got Alice from Spiritfarer. This is a game that I've played.
And when I watched you play a decent chunk of it, I watched a lot of the scenes. I got a lot of the really moving pieces of it. It was a game that I watched you play so much of that I thought, I don't need to play that.
So the thing you gotta know about Alice is that she's the old character. She's the very old lady.
So it's ruling out paella between coffee paella and veggie pot pie. I'm thinking either coffee or veggie pot pie. I'm gonna say veggie pot pie because she looks like somebody who would want to curl up with a little cozy hot meal.
So with meals that you make in this game, meals have like categories that each meal will be in like multiple of these types. And the two that Alice will never like are exotic. So no paella.
Yeah.
And stimulants. She can't have them.
Because she's old.
It is veggie pot pie.
She needs something basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic and homey and warm.
Yeah. She looks like an old British lady if an old British lady was a hedgehog.
Yeah.
And to me that was saying veggie pot pie.
Most of the people, the spirits you're faring, like eventually just decide like, I'm ready to pass on. I've like gotten over whatever, or I've like come to terms with. Alice, it's so rough because she starts getting real bad. She like is going like real senile, and like when you take her to the boat to go out onto the lake to pass on, you have to like take her hand and walk with her real slow. It's rough.
That's so sad. Yeah, that's the other reason I think why I didn't play it on my own. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I can't process any more grief at the moment. I'll do that later maybe.
So we are 4 out of 6 right now. Let's talk about Blathers.
Let's talk about Blathers.
So these aren't gifts for him, but these are things you are giving into the museum. And even though he doesn't have like a friendship stat, he will respond to these things in different ways. And one of them he will respond more happy about.
Well, I know which one he will respond not happy about.
Is it the tarantula, the olive flounder, or the informative statue?
So this man hates bugs. This man works at a museum where 1/3 of
the exhibits
are bugs, and he hates them so much that he's
like
going to piss his pants.
The whale biologist who hates whales, you know?
Yeah. So we know it's not the tarantula. I think he likes an olive flounder, but he definitely likes the bigger pieces, and I think the informative statue. Now, but here's the thing: are you trying to trick me? Because I'm leaning in here and I go, if that's the fake informative statue, I'm going to flip the table, because I think it is, because it's blue. I think you're tricking me, and I think it's the olive flounder, because I think that's
Allie,
fake.
that's ridiculous.
That's fake. That's the fake.
Who do you think I am? Crazy Red?
Blue. Yes.
Allie, you're right.
Fuck.
That's the fake informative statue.
It's blue. I'm like, now wait a second.
The real one is gray because it's the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. Did you see the way I kept leaning in? I'm like, now wait a second. I know I'm a little blind, but...
The item will still be called whatever the art is, but that's the fake one.
His reaction will be bad.
Yeah.
Because you're giving him fake art.
And he'll be like, I don't know where you got this, but I'm just going to hand it back to
Be
you.
Be more careful.
Yeah.
Tricky. Tricky, Jonathan. So tricky. Ooh.
Good job.
Ooh, thank you.
5 out of 7 so far. Here's our last question.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Again, you haven't played it, but you were subjected to me playing it and the many repeated, I'm really feeling it.
Hey, what the fuck are these pictures? Hey, what are we looking at?
So, the items that you can gift people don't actually have assets to them. They're just kind of lines of text and a small thing, but they have names. So, the Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles, most like the meaty carrot. I think it's a carrot that's actually meat.
Yeah.
The shield bug, or the angry monkey. I don't know how you give somebody an angry monkey, but it is an item you can give to somebody.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's something bad.
You can forage it and you can give it to someone.
I feel like I don't want to be giving people angry primates. I feel like that's bad. He's giving to me a meaty carrot guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that's what everybody wants to hear. That they're a meaty carrot type of guy.
Is Shulk a meaty carrot type guy?
No,
he thinks shield bugs are neat.
Shield bugs.
He's a nerd. He thinks they're neat.
Yeah. That, I tried.
That was pretty good. That was a 5 out of 8 though.
I'm really feeling it.
I think I was kind of a little bit brutal on this one.
Well, you know that you can be a little tough with me.
Yeah.
It won't. I'm gonna make it through. You know what I mean?
Allie's not gonna storm out of the office here.
I can't.
Sorry, out of the studio. This is a professional show.
Yeah, it's definitely not just the rest of our apartment outside this room.
No, and Penny definitely isn't on the floor whining because...
Well, she's got a toy now.
Okay, good. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
We got a few more characters.
You know who else is a good girl?
Yeah, let's talk about our last main romantic option here. Main romantic option.
So I think I lied earlier because I think that maybe actually Leia was the second person I married.
I remember us playing this for the first time together, and I think we had separate files, but for a lot of it we were watching each other play because we only had one copy of the game. So I was dating Leia, I think largely because we both liked her.
Yes. And you were like, it's okay.
Because that's what tends to happen about the... And I was like, is it okay that I'm marrying a character in the game?
That's when we play Persona.
Tell me which character it's okay for me to marry.
And I'm like, whoa, Haley's hot.
Yeah, look at her legs.
Whoa. Wow. Ooga, my eyes pop out of my skull. So she's awesome, though. She also, like Robin, works with wood. She also, like Robin, is a redhead. So
yeah, she's a sculptor.
Yes. She's an artist. So she also does paintings as well. And I do think that she's the number one choice for people who want to marry Robin but can't. Because...
They look a little similar.
Yeah, I mean, you got the hair swoopies. You got...
I want to be... They could have, like, passed for, like, making... her Robin's sister in like a different draft,
like a younger sister, absolutely.
But she's not. She's like moved to this town recently. You find out that she like escaped a bad breakup.
Yes. And her ex will come bother her in like the 10 Hearts scene, and you can. The only thing that stinks is, and this speaks to my chaotic nature.
Oh my gosh, Pen.
I think that this speaks to my chaotic nature, but I do wish that she didn't get upset if you punch Kel, her ex. She's kind of like, you shouldn't have done that, but she doesn't really get upset. It's not like you lose hearts with her. She's really cool. Her art show is neat. Her art pieces are really fun.
I love her house in general.
Yeah, that area is beautiful. Her whole vibe is really cool. You know, she's a woodsy type of chick.
She was my favorite at first glance, except not really, because I clocked right away, oh, Maru's the smart one. That's probably who I'm gonna want.
Yeah. But besides that, because I think Leia hits this great place for me between want her and want to be her. That I'm gonna put her right next to Maru in great.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think I can bring it in me to put her into peak. There's not anything in particular that's making me crap my pants the way that Evelyn and Linus clearly have, but she's really awesome, and she's one of my favorite characters. Definitely one of my favorite bachelor/bachelorettes.
Well, here we get into, I guess, the more fantastical section of the townies.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with, in the menu, he's just called Wizard, but M. Rasmodius, or just the Wizard.
The Wizard! He's very mysterious and lives in the tower, and you can't go visit him at first, and he gives you a potion that teaches you how to understand the Junimos, and he's divorced! And we love that for him, I guess. He's kind of an asshole.
He also doesn't really, he's not as active a part of the game as, you think he is. Considering that you, have to go to him at a certain time early game.
Yes.
To move the plot along.
He is friends with Linus, which gives him points in my book. You see them at Halloween hanging out together, and there's some lines of dialogue.
I like that he does things for the town for Halloween, too.
Yeah, there's real monsters, and he does the maze, and that's really, him and Linus, I think. I will put him in fine. I like him. I think he's interesting, but as a character, I think he's fine. He has a lot of fun stuff to do. I really like the quest where you go get his inkwell from his ex-wife's witch's hut. That's pretty fun. But
late game, he can make the obelisks, which is so great late game, being able to just go places right away.
Yeah, and I used to not care about them because they were so expensive. But then you have to get them for perfection, and then I wound up really loving them.
And if you're going for perfection, get the obelisks early, because they make life so much easier.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the dwarf.
The dwarf!
He might have a name, I don't even know.
If he does, it's not in a language that, no, because you learned Dwarvish. So, I don't know, maybe he just doesn't tell you.
Yeah, so...
maybe you don't ask.
Little guy at the top of the mines, you can buy things from him, but you can't really talk to him until you get enough books to learn Dwarvish.
He's got bombs. He's got books. There's nothing really about him much. He talks a little bit about, the history of dwarves and how they were driven underground, and there's this whole war with him and the shadow people.
It's fun that there's
dwarves and the shadow people.
It's fun that there's deeper lore, but even getting to know him as much as you can, I feel like I don't really know anything about him. He's fine. He's fine. Put him right next to the wizard. He's a cool little guy. That's pretty much it. Cool. Let's talk about, I think, a fan favorite. The other side of that war, a shadow folk. Here is Krobus.
S tier. S tier. S tier.
Beautiful Krobus.
Because not only is he a little guy, he's a little guy who can come live in your house, and he talks to you, and he's a cute little dude.
So you don't marry Krobus; he can become your roommate.
But did you know he sheds?
I did not know he sheds.
He sheds pieces of skin or something, like a lizard maybe. When you find out when you live with him.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I'm shedding today, and you're like, okay.
That's a fun thing to learn now that you're in my house.
But no, I love him. He's a sweetheart. My favorite is he makes this really cute face. In case sometimes he says like he's full of mischief or something like that. Like, I'm feeling tricky today or something, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah,
I like him slowly coming to trust you more also, because he's afraid of people on the outside. He's living in the sewers.
And why shouldn't he be? It's a scary world out there, and he's just a shadow guy.
The detail that some Halloweens there's shadow people in captivity as an attraction, and you can see Krobus in a unreachable area just staring at them.
I think that was added in later, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
What the hell, wizard?
Yeah, no, seriously. he'll like ask you if you've like killed any of his brethren and stuff like that, or any, you know, shadow people, and it's like, yeah,
Krobus,
you
I totally have.
Yeah. It's
Marlon told me to.
they were, to be fair, they were shooting magic lasers at me with their like eyeballs or something, and that's, you know, I don't want to die, but I love him. He's just a little guy, and he can live with you.
Yeah. Also, and
he sells you the return scepter, which is the best item.
Very
in the game.
important.
2 million gold, who cares?
Love
Give me
bringing
that
him.
return scepter.
I love that you can buy a void egg from him and then give it to him, and it's his favorite
loves
thing.
It. Yeah. Easy friendship.
How about Sandy's?
Sandy.
So to meet Sandy, you have to get the bus fixed so that you can go to the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And she's running a shop there, which is also the front room of the casino.
Which I don't think you've ever been up there. She's like, I don't know what's up there. The bouncer won't let me through.
Sandy's just doing her thing. She's friends with Emily. You can see them hanging out
She
sometimes.
said she tells you her real name isn't even Sandy. It's just good for business.
I mean, yeah, like she lives in the desert. Like
who would do that?
What are the odds?
For a business move. I wish she's really sweet. She has this really fun personality where she's kind of like, hey honey, oh my god, so good to see you. She loves flowers from the valley. She's like really, she's polite even when you give her stuff that I feel like she doesn't really like, or maybe I'm just a good gift giver for her. I really like Sandy. I wish that there was just maybe a little bit more. If she was romanceable, I would be so happy, because I feel like I just want to get to know her a little bit more. I get this feeling, and I'm sure I'm just making stuff up. I'm like projecting and wishing that Concerned Ape has like an idea for like a little something about her that we don't know, because she was an option on that who do you want to be dateable. It's just that Emily won out. So I want to know.
And like I get that too, because like you see Emily a lot more.
Yes.
So.
And she's a cutie too, but I want to know what that would look like.
Yeah. Give us the Sandy update.
Yeah. So she's good. She's solidly good. If that update came out, I'm sure she would be great.
All right, and last of the heart characters, the characters you can build hearts with, the most recent Leo, who came in the island update.
Yeah.
Little Donnie from Wild Thornberries.
Yes,
living.
Pretty much.
He talks to birds.
Yeah, he's out there living on Ginger Island by himself. You and Willie find him, and he's somehow still able to speak English. I guess it's giving the impression that he was shipwrecked like a little while ago, but he was still old enough to know how to, walk and talk and take care of himself when it happened. But
I think maybe some of the memories were repressed from the time he's been on the island.
He's got bad trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Kent first and second in line for that therapist when they roll into town. I think his storyline is cool.
They had a whole update basically where he was the only storyline they had to write, so
it's very unique. It's very in-depth and interesting. Some people, if they've only played a little of the game, probably haven't seen him, because to get to Ginger Island you have to finish the community center and then update the boat.
He does the Studio Ghibli thing where, like, when you start bringing him to town for the first time and he sees Yasmin, who's like the first girl his age he's seen in forever, and he's like, oh, whoa.
Vincent's gonna have competition as the only two people of that age living in the town.
Yeah.
It's gonna get awkward one day. And watch, she's gonna be gay, and then they're just all gonna be friends.
Everybody in Stardew Valley is pan, so
that's true. This is a pansexual valley, and we love that.
Except for George. But
right, yes,
he's officially an ally.
He's the token homophobe until he's the token ally.
We have like Pride Month, and everybody's out like wearing their rainbows, and he's just like sitting there. That's fine, I guess. Don't have to be so loud about it.
Unless you marry Alex, in which case he'll be like, I'm a grandpa of a gay guy.
It's a shame Alex isn't more compelling, because marrying him does result in the best timeline.
Exactly. I know, it's like you should do
for
it
like
for
the world. It's just more ethical.
Yeah.
But where do we want Leo?
Leo's gonna be in good. He's a good little boy.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's speaking with the parrots. I love when he comes to live in town, and Linus takes him under his wing, no pun intended, and It's really sweet, out there living in nature together, but then Penny still takes him to school with the kids, so he's getting like the best of both worlds. He's gonna grow up to be the coolest person.
Yeah. Well, Allie, this is a pretty solid looking list here,
Hooray.
and I don't want to take up any more of your time, but we have ourselves a lightning round.
There's a secret layer!
There's a secret layer.
Ah!
And we have a bunch more characters. Allie, I don't want you to focus too hard.
Okay.
I mean, you're certainly allowed to talk about them, but I want to try and get these rapid fire.
I'm so ready.
And we're going to start with Gunther, who runs the museum.
Gunther's fine. He's there. He's boring. I wish he could leave his desk. He seems like a good guy, but there's just not much to him. I feel like he has some secret that I don't know, that I feel like he's like...
We need the Gunther update.
Yeah, he's like dealing drugs on the side. He's where Sebastian gets the weed. Oh wait, no, that would be Pierre in his secret stash.
He's Sebastian's father, but he's in disguise.
Oh.
Underneath that, he also has a goth swoopy hair.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put him in fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's Gil.
It's Gil.
Gil's great. Gil's great. He's a grumpy old man who wants you to try.
Yeah. Gil's up in the, like, Adventurers Guild. He just sits on a...
Talk shit.
Yeah.
He sits on a rocking chair and talks shit to you about how you haven't beaten as many monsters as he has. And you know what? I really feel like he's earned it.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
I forgot that great was the name of the category. Great. And of course, we can't have Gil without Marlin. Actually, I think I accidentally switched their orders. Marlin should have been first, but Marlin.
They go together. They're both great. Marlin is who Marnie should be with.
Yeah.
He gives you your first sword. He tells you what to do. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's
Adventurer.
keeping the valley safe.
He's also involved in some of the holidays. He's like around. So like, I think, I don't know why he doesn't have heart events.
Yeah.
Morris.
Oh, well, we know this guy is going in Garbo.
Yeah. He's here to hate.
Yeah, he's the face of
no redeeming
late
qualities.
stage capitalism. He's the face of greed.
He goes into Pierre's store and gives away coupons.
50% off coupons, and the best thing Pierre ever does is punch him through the roof of the community center.
You want to be the bigger person and do the inspiring speech, but it's so nice to see that uppercut. Better.
Because also that's when you realize, oh right, Pierre used to be a boxer. And you're like, dang dude,
it's foreshadowed.
Why aren't you doing that?
All right, Morris is in the Garbo tier.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Grandpa's ghost. Does this include a shitty bed?
It can if you want to.
I think Grandpa's good. You know, there's nothing to him, but he gave you the farm.
Gave
he
you the
loves
farm.
You. The new update has this great mastery system where he has like a whole like little cove.
Yeah.
And there's another note, and if you do everything, it says that you can feel him patting your shoulder.
Yeah.
He's good.
I like getting to the 3rd year and meeting his ghost, and it like feels very special.
It really does.
And he tells you he's proud of you.
As long as you do things right.
Yeah, I guess I've never seen the bad version of it. Penny was allowed onto Allie's lap, and now she's abusing that courtesy.
We got one squeak out of her, so she's back on the floor.
She was like moving her mouth ever closer to the microphone too. I was like, "You're gonna blow it, kid."
She sees what we're doing,
yeah,
and she wants to do it.
Penny, you haven't been media trained.
She's gonna say some crazy stuff.
Yeah, she's gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna put in that good.
Yay.
You got Mr. Quee, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes, we just got confirmation, I think, a little while ago from Concerned Dave.
Yeah,
that how he says it is Quee.
Grandpa's gay widower.
Absolutely. So, he's really cool.
The face of completionism.
He has a lot of cool stuff. But I'm gonna say he's meh. Because he seems like kind of a weird asshole.
Yeah.
And I really like a lot of the stuff that he sets up for you, and for that I love that. I love him. But it does creep me out the way that when you go to the island and you find his secret room, once you gather enough golden walnuts, that he's just like spying on everything. It just makes me feel a little weird. I'm scared of him. So I'm putting him in D.
I was a little bit over him trying to get the 100% too, and he was like...
You start to get a little pissed at him.
The only things giving Quee points were like really annoying tasks.
And he's like saying like stupid, like nonsensical bullshit about like you doing your best, and you're like, well, what is it getting you?
Are you really gonna stop when you're this close? Shut up, dude. The governor.
The governor.
Governor comes to
once a year.
The soup, tries the soup. You can give him something he loves, and he like tries to drink all of it himself. You could give him something terrible.
I'm gonna put him in bad. Look at these. Yeah, look at these guys. Look at them. They all belong together. Put him next to Pierre and Louis. Look at them together. That's where he belongs.
We got the witch.
Yo.
The wizard's ex-wife.
And she's mad.
Yeah, she doesn't have a proper character portrait, unfortunately, but you see her flying overhead sometimes, and she can provide important services like erasing your ex-spouse's memories of your time together.
Or your children.
Turning them into birds.
Yeah, you can also...
you can always get a fresh start.
You can get a void egg from her. She flies over, she turns one of your eggs into a void egg, which I think it's like kind of supposed to be a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. Because then you can get void eggs and you can hatch a void chicken. So I'll put her in fine.
Sounds good. Flying over to fine, we have next the henchman.
Oh, this dude.
I didn't even remember this dude when I saw the asset of him, but...
This dude has got one thing on his mind, and it's void mayonnaise. And I love that for him. He's good. He's good. Yeah, because
this is a good guy.
He's just working his job.
He's like outside the witch's place.
You know he's not getting paid enough. That void mayo is for sure more than what he's getting.
Yeah.
So you gotta respect. Oh, I literally always forget about
Professor Snail. Professor Snail on the island. We're getting into the island characters now.
And you find him in a cave that's all closed off, and he's been surviving off mushrooms. He gives me just kind of a like meh vibe, so I'm gonna put
like,
him
hey, you
there.
want more museum? Here's another smaller museum.
It's because some of those bones are so hard to find, honestly.
Yeah.
You have to look in specific locations.
You kind of have to know what the things are like.
Yeah.
I don't know how you come up with some of these things without looking it up.
Honestly, I like him, but I kind of feel like being mean to him. I think he should go there. Yeah.
Birdie.
Oh, but Birdie is awesome. Birdie...
Strange woman on the beach.
Hey, guess what? Birdie's S tier.
Wow.
She has the coolest, my favorite quest in the whole game.
Yeah.
Where she gives you a portrait, and then you give that portrait to one character, and then they give you something, and then you give that something to another character who gives you a thingamabob.
Which is always fun in these kinds of games.
I love it.
Trading quests.
And she's old, and she's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna stay here with my husband's bones. She's so cool. She's a sea witch.
The singing mermaid at the night market.
You know what? She's a performer, and I respect that. She's fine. She's got good pipes. You know, I don't know how she's breathing. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. I don't know if mermaids have lungs or gills or both.
I need to know if she's secretly Emily's mom. I need to know what's going on.
Oh, that's a fun theory.
She could be part mermaid because the blue hair.
The raccoon.
Oh, the raccoon. Does the full family count?
You know
Sure.
what? I think you should consider that in like the quest line and what he brings to the table. You know.
I'm gonna say great because I love him so much. And
Amazing addition to the game.
I would almost put them at S tier, but
I love the need something for the misses.
Also, one of the last times I was playing, there was a glitch going on that made it so you couldn't finish the raccoon storyline, and that kind of just dampened my experience. Not anybody's fault, but that...
So that makes him great and not peak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But otherwise, I really like him. Oh, yeah! The honey bear!
The honey bear.
The honey bear's peak!
Shows up in one scene looking like that.
Peak! And he wants honey. He calls you on the phone.
Yeah, he does call you.
If you get a phone and he'll be like, remember that honey? I'm still eating some of it. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Love that guy.
Not the only bear, we also have the trash bear, or maybe he's a tanuki, or...
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be a tanuki.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you give him enough meals, he will do these really cool things that clean up the valley. Cans that are on the ground are gone. Some water becomes clearer. But he does have 3, like, really specific... they're normally meals, but sometimes they're not. I'm having a hard time choosing between great and peak. I gotta go with great, because I really love what he does for the valley. Really, really cool, but nothing can beat the iconicness of calling up some guy you met once and going, hey, remember that honey you gave me?
And I think
Yummy,
that might be...
yummy.
Oh no, we got another one! We got the Hat Mouse!
The Hat Mouse! The Hat Mouse.
He's a mouse, he sells hats.
Yeah, enough said. I think the Hat Mouse is great. The Hat Mouse is great. I wish I could know a little bit more about the Hat Mouse, Hat
but,
Mouse lore.
What could live up to our
I got some ideas.
Cool, alright.
I'll write a fanfiction.
Alright, call us up, Concerned Ape. And that brings us to 50 characters.
Yay!
Allie, it is time to close ranks. How are you feeling about this?
Let's see. I'm feeling pretty good. I had a feeling I wasn't going to end up putting any bachelors or bachelorettes in S-Peak because I end up having complicated feelings on all of them because I feel like I've spent so much time with them. I guess except for Krobus, who is neither of those things, but can become your platonic roommate who sheds, which is, again, it's iconic, and I value that a lot. I clearly value that in age and wisdom.
I mean, I always find in Stardew Valley that the, trying to, court somebody is more fun than having them around the farm as a spouse, which maybe is a dark reflection on how Concerned Abe feels about relationships.
Yeah.
Where, everything interesting about them kind of dies when you get married, but that's not true anymore, because now there's, 11 and 12 heart events.
The thing that I'm going over most is do I want to move up the raccoon or the tanuki? Because they're both really awesome, but no, I think that this is good. I also feel a little bit bad for doing Professor Snail so dirty, and I know that I did Elliot dirty for some people, and for that I am truly sorry.
Lowest ranked bachelor,
and
Elliot.
I've seen.
I agree.
He can be really divisive, and it's literally no fault of his own. He does nothing divisive as a character. It's just whether or not his vibe does it for you. And I'm sorry, Elliot. I would absolutely get wine with him and maybe change my mind. But you know what? If you go to the bar with him and you're a guy, he gets you a beer, and if you go and you're a girl, he gets you wine. And that's sexist.
Elliot, come on, man. Come on, dude. You're supposed to be, enlightened and stuff.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Well, Allie, pretty good tier list. Does this get your seal of approval? Do you stand by this list?
Yeah, I will seal approvingly at this tier list.
Excellent. Well... Man, this is quite a collection you have in S tier.
Rogues Gallery.
I think it's pretty great, though. If I walked into the Pentagon and these 5 were sitting at the table, I'd be like, all right, it's handled.
3 words: dream, blunt, rotation.
Yeah. So let's see how you did today in Granger Than Fiction. Oh, I need my handy dandy typing tool on my scoreboard. We got 5 out of 7 on Granger Than Fiction. Allie, you also managed to get 5 out of 8 in I Love It.
We love consistency.
And for your opinions, how well you actually were able to state and remember your own opinions, you got 0 out of 50.
That's amazing. I can't believe I did it.
You did it. Allie, your final score is 3 star drops.
Wow. Delicious. Makes me think of determination, cats, and lemonade.
Allie, thank you so much for being on the show and for getting a perfect 3-star rating here. Your grand prize, I've managed to get you an early copy of The Haunted Chocolatier. Here it is.
That's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. You better have one I can eat.
Is that not what you said you wanted?
Where do I plug it in? Where do I play it?
It's the Haunted Chocolatier.
How do I romance anybody on that?
Well, you didn't say anything about that. You said I wanted a Haunted Chocolatier. I found the only one.
I better be able to eat that.
Well, you know what? I'll buy dinner tonight then. How about that?
Okay.
And I know you're not a filthy content creator like some of the people we have on this, but is there anything you'd like to plug, anything you'd like to say about yourself or anything else to the audience?
Let's see. You can follow me on Bluesky if you want. I probably never really post on there. But other than that, just everybody keep on trucking. Don't forget to have a little whimsy in your life, but hold your ground too. And plant some parsnips. They'll grow in 16 weeks.
They're real, guys. Trust me. Plant the parsnips. They'll grow. Words to live by, Allie. Thank you so much for being on the show with me.
Oh, anytime. I live here.
And everybody, thank you so much for watching. In a lot of ways, this has been the most fun episode for me so far because it was with Allie.
I've been so excited. He's been working on this for a few weeks, but he has to keep hiding. He had to keep hiding it from me.
And I really wanted it to be good too, because Allie was gonna play it.
Oh, guys, I think he likes me.
Guys, there are more episodes of Tears of Joy. Find the playlist. It's probably gonna be on the screen in a minute. And if you want to support what we're doing here, there's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description. Other than that, subscribe if you haven't. Let me know what other Tears of Joys you want to see, who you'd like to see on the show, and let me know your Stardew Valley opinions. Thanks so much for watching. I'm the Comic Foil.
I'm Allie.
And we will see you later. Penny wants to say goodbye too. She's very excited for us to be.
That's what I should have plugged. Your channel.
Oh, no, I plugged my own channel.
Tears
it's
of
fine.
Joy. No, plug it doubly and you get double the plugs.
Alright, here's 2 links to my channel.
Click both of them.